all you hardcore wrestling fans. Welcome back to another week of IPW Weekly Recap right here on UPN 44. I'm your host, as always, Aaron Royal. But once again, Mr. Peskin's restraining order will keep the hardcore giant Ron Nemi from being my broadcast partner. But that's okay, fans. As much as we miss Ron Nemi, we have guest commentary week for you once again, backed by popular demand. One half of the current Florida Unified Tag Team Champions, he's Naftali. And also in this week, the huge man, the current IPW Hardcore Champion, Axis. Fans, if you missed our show, IPW Reborn, you missed something big. All kinds of stars, Mike Quackenbush, Justice Payne, Joey Corman. Well, we got big stars coming up too. March 29th and March 30th, we have a double shot of IPW. First, right here at the WrestlePlex on March 29th, the Jersey All-Pro stars come in. And then we're back in Crystal River on Saturday, March 30th for Return of the Madness. If you've seen us in Crystal River, you know it's coming. And if you haven't seen anything yet. Fans, we've got 3 big matches coming up in this show for you. But first things first, we've got a very special treat for you. Coming up are Shannon Rose and Commissioner Eddie Edwards. And they're going to be introducing to you our newest sponsor. So fans, get ready. Coming at you right now, it's the lovely ladies from Diamond Dolls. Fans, enjoy it. I know I will.
So, it's going to be with IPW's newest sponsor. It's Diamond Dolls! Take it easy there. Fans, we got a great show. It's going to blow your asses out of the water, so enjoy. Remember, once again, March 2-6. Here we go, ladies. What are you going to Once again, Diamond Dolls.
All right, fans, there you see the lovely Diamond Dolls leaving the ring. And let me tell you something, with my guest commentator, Naftali, that girl in the hat is fine.
She has oh, they do have heads. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, I know you weren't noticing that too much, but the women from Diamond Dolls actually do have heads. And speaking of heads, look at the one on this guy, and look at the gut on this guy. It's the Bug, teaming up with an unusual team of Cynic, and you can see Cynic doesn't like the antics of Bug too much as he's coming out there.
This is an unusual combination. Bug does have a victory over me and Dagon, which I don't really want to talk about. The Cynic does not, so this tag team combination. Look at these guys.
And here comes the short bus. You've seen before, and he's been talking about his older brother Corky, and there he is hugging Star Stevens, which is amazing since he's wearing a Star Stevens t-shirt.
That is the Hamburglar there, yes, he is. You think Star Stevens is going to show a little bit of favoritism since he is wearing his t-shirt?
I don't know, Star Stevens, the Mud Baby, the Hamburglar, whatever you want to call him. I'm not sure if he can remember who he likes long enough to show any favoritism. Hopefully this is just going to be a good match between 3 cruiserweights and Corky.
Little lock up here. Ooh, nice taking the arm. You know what, Aaron? That does hurt. Contrary to what these people in the crowd say, oh, they're faking it. That hurts. You get a little Indian rug burn on your arm, believe me, it hurts.
I tell you what, fans think that only the big high spots are what they come looking for, that's what hurts. But just a simple thing like an armbar could snap your arm in half if the guy really wanted to do that while you're in there. Luckily, most guys aren't in there to really hurt their opponents. Of course, that's changed. Not always, not to severely hurt them like that. Nobody wants an injury while they're in the ring. And there you see Bug running the ropes, knocking around the rookie Special Ed a little bit, but Special Ed very athletic, backflips over Bug, and Bug just stands there and lets him drop kick him right in the chest.
This is Short Bus's debut here as a tag team along with Bug and Cynic, so you really don't know who has the edge here. But considering, Special Ed and his friend Corky, well,
Is it his friend? Is it his older brother? I get differing rumors there. All I know is together they comprise the short bus, which is weird because Special Ed used to hail from the short bus. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I figured I'd bring it up anyways.
he used to sleep in the back seat.
Nice.
Ooh, sunset flip, 1, 2, and
Oh, not quite. I thought we might have a quick pinfall there. I wouldn't exactly call that an upset. Like you said, these two teams making their debut, the Special Ed and Corky, at least know each other, probably train together, know each other's moves a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, what do you call that, Nath?
I call that a bug squasher.
A bug squash.
Wait, that was the bug hit. He hit a bug. I'm confused here. These short bus people have me all out of whack.
I tell you, it doesn't take a whole lot to get Naftali out of whack, but Special Ed's about to get out of whack right here with whatever move this is.
And
Well,
where's Cynic going? See, Cynic's confused too.
Right, you would think maybe Corky would come in here a little bit, and then he just drops him.
Oh,
Let Cynic
big
drop him.
leg drop.
You would think that would have hurt a little bit
This-
more
this
if
had-
Bug was holding
no,
on to
this-
him.
oh.
No. Wow, Special Ed looked like he was out for the count. But as always, Special Ed showing a lot of resiliency here. He may not be able to wear the same color knee pads or the same color socks, but he's turning into one fine cruiserweight wrestler here in IPW as he gets drop kicked right across the back by Cynic.
I find it amazing he even knows how to put on his socks. There we go, a rear chin lock there. Looks like he may be across the throat, but Star Stevens don't care.
No, Star Stevens is just wondering where his next batch of small funny's going to come from. But sorry, no Rasta man on this show.
No Rasta man, of course. After
Ooh. We
Ow.
got some people that can chop here in IPW now. If you better start working out that chestal cavity a little bit, or you might get it caved in by the likes of the person we have coming up to do guest commentary later, the hardcore champion Axis.
what are you talking about? My pythons are as big as anybody's here in IPW. Look at
Oh.
a nice Russian leg sweep by Special Ed. And do I smell a hot tag? I think I do.
I don't know. You think maybe one of these guys want to get up and get to their corner. Both guys need the rest, especially Special Ed.
Special
who's
Ed's been
there
in
the whole time.
entire time.
Oh,
in
and
there.
here
He
comes
stole it from
Corky.
me.
And I tell you, this guy loves
What
to
is
run
he?
around.
What?
Look at
It's a
this
cartwheel.
guy.
Yes.
That wasn't quite a
That's
cartwheel,
an airplane.
but at least he tried. And look,
Clothesline.
Bug is so confused. Cynic is so confused. They just let this guy run around the ring and
I'm so
clothesline him.
confused. What's he doing? Oh, but he got cut off right there.
And thanks to special IPW editing, Bug back firmly in control. Oh, nice snap
We're gonna
suplex
see
there by the
another-
Bug.
Another leg drop by Cynic.
I don't know. Let's hope he doesn't go to the well one too many times. Well, hopefully
Oh.
twice isn't one too many times for him.
That one was from the top, not the second. This one could be over.
Very lazy, cocky cover by Cynic. He's trained with the best of them. He's been in there with Justice, Jet, Jaguar, and the like. He knows a lot better than to do that, but he must just be taking Corky and Short Bus not all that seriously. And that could spell trouble anytime you're in the ring with an IPW independent superstar.
I think Corky's source of power is just left him as his headband just fell off right on that
Thought
leg
maybe
drop.
he was going for a tiger driver there, but he just slammed him right down on the mat. Maybe he didn't want to try to get the bigger guy over there for that. Now he's got a submission camel clutch type maneuver. He hung his arm over his leg there, not exactly sure why.
Bug sneaking in. Oh, big boot to the head for no reason at all. That's the way to do things here in IPW.
That's true.
how
When
you're
those
gonna get
guys are in
wins.
control and they come in and get the boot, you don't see that very much. They usually save that for saving their opponent. And there you see another 2 count. Corky able to kick out. This match a little
Oh, there
bit.
it is. The arm bar. There it is. The Fujiwara arm bar right there. It's over. He's going to tap. It's Corky. I don't think he's smart enough to tap.
I tell you what,
Oh, but he
Corky's
did grab the
squirming
rope.
his way to
Look
the
at that.
ropes and able to get out of that. All
Here
right,
comes,
like I said, this match a little bit slower than I would have thought, Naftali. You think just working against groups like Short Bus, what's going on?
Oh, dropped
botched
right on his
power
head.
bomb.
Oh, my
Ouch.
God. It has to be over. There is no way.
What? Did he let him up? Did he kick out? I don't know exactly what happened there, but I thought he about broke his neck a la Buff Bagwell or Steve Austin. This kid's not moving.
I think Bug and Cynic are having fun here playing with the slow kids. They're just toying with him. They know they can beat him anytime. As he just had him beat right there after dropping him right on his head. Now
Another
Cynic,
vicious chop. Say, we have a lot of guys who don't look that big, but they will light you up, as I said before. Oh,
Ooh,
atomic
nice
knee
atomic
drop,
drop.
right in his knee there, and that had to hurt the groin area of one Cynic. Well,
Okay,
what's going on here?
this looks a little.
Whoa, that looks a little like something
what's-
Phil Lacio would have done.
Oh, big leg
Oh,
drop
the
off the
big
top.
leg
I didn't
drop
see a
by
tag
Special
though.
Ed.
But Star Stevens doesn't care. 2, 3, it's over.
There
Short
you
Bus
go.
with the victory.
Short Bus getting a win in their IPW debut, and you can tell the fans love them already. Fans, we're going to be back with more guest commentary in just a couple of moments. IPW TV title match where you see the fan favorite Dr.Heresey just out of his long feud with his former tag team partner Don Juan DeSanto, and there you see Mr. Peskin coming to the ring to his gold dust music. He's the leader of the IPW professionals that are the guy you're about to see, O.D.D. Jeff Bradley, the powers of Pat McGroin and Pat Powers, and of course Rod Steele. And here comes one O.D.D. Jeff Bradley, the IPW TV champion. And here with me, a champion in his own right, the hardcore champion, Axis.
You know, I really love O.D.D. He's big, he's mean, he's ugly. What more can you say?
I tell you, I wouldn't want to be calling him ugly, but I guess if I was built like you and was a hardcore champion, I'd be willing to say a lot more. This looks like a mismatch right off the bat with the size difference here, but Dr. Heresey, a great technical wrestler, you being a big man, how do you handle it when you're a big, strong man going against a smaller technical guy like this?
You know, you just use muscle. It's that simple. You're bigger, you're stronger. You just beat the guy right into the mat.
There you see Dr. Heresey already protruding sweat on his pants there, maybe a little bit nervous going to this match. He's trying the sunset flip. Oh, I was going to say it wasn't going to work, but it did. Oh, but only a 2 count there as Dudley kicks him right in the head.
Look at that, beautiful. Took his head off. Oh, another stiff kick right to the head. Tell you what, this kid, after this match, he's going to remember O.D.D.
That's for sure. If anyone would know about stiff kicks like that one, it is Axis. It's a beautiful maneuver when you get those people in the corner, and it's helped you get that hardcore championship.
That's true. I like it stiff, but not as stiff as your mother likes it, from what I hear.
Hey, none of that. We don't need to be making Shannon Rose and Snow jokes about my mother. Thank you very much. She just might make me 2 a.m. watching this. 1, 2. Oh, almost a quick upset there. And I tell you, that would have been one of the bigger upsets we've ever had here on Weekly Recap.
Really, you didn't think he would get him with that, did you? Did you really think that? Come on.
I don't know, a bigger guy like that, the shock value of being beat up like that. It's his first title match here in IPW. You never know when you might be able to pull out a quick
I
victory.
mean, to catch up, but look at this. O.D.D. has this guy right where he wants him. He's slow, he's methodical, he's working him over. O.D.D. has this match.
Does that cause a little bit of overconfidence in a guy like O.D.D. though? He's already the champion, he's the veteran, he's bigger. Oh, look at this, powerbomb maneuver. Oh, beautiful sit-out powerbomb.
Absolutely. You know,
Oh, he
that's all
lets the
about.
guy up. He could have pinned him right there, Axis.
That's what I'm saying. Bradley has this match won. He has him right where he wants it.
Would that have been your, oh, here we go. Don Juan DeSanto, the former partner and now enemy.
Who is this guy? This guy needs a Stairmaster and an ab roller.
I tell you, he's
Come on, ref, get
5'5",
him
the
out of
lesser
here.
evil. As I said, he was feuding with his former partner, Dr. Heresey, and currently feuding with the referee, Richie Rich. I'm not sure which guy he's out there to mess with, but he's got no business at ringside, first of all. Oh, here we go. Big choke slam looks like coming up here. He has to just be waiting, knowing he's going to get choke slammed. And there he goes right on the mat. We've never seen Dr. Heresey
This
thrown
is
around like
it.
this.
1, 2.
Oh, and he pulls him up again. I tell you, we've come back to see this haunt people in the past. I don't know if you'd use that strategy or not, Axis, but I've seen it come back to bite people many a time. Not saying that's going to happen here to Jeff Bradley. He's a hell of a champion, but I don't care who you're wrestling. You should get the match over with. You want to beat him up some more, beat him up after the bell. It's IPW. We don't care.
Is that all your years of wrestling experience speaking there, Aaron?
No, it's not. It's all my years of not only commentary, but sitting on the couch eating a bag of potato chips going, I could do that.
You're an outsider looking in. You don't know nothing about ring strategy. Bradley has him right where he wants him. Look at this.
Hey, I may not be a ring strategist from inside the ring, but I am a student of the game. And right
Watch
now,
this
he's going to
superplex.
school.
He's gonna break
Dr.
you in
Heresey,
half.
O.D.D. style. Huge off the top rope. Shades of Barry Windham, but with a lot more power. 2. Oh, and once again, pulls the man up. There's only so many times you're going to get away from that. A lot of times, I see referees stop the match when this happens, but I guess it's IPW. We don't like doing that. He wants to give Dr. Heresey every chance in the world. Doesn't want him to complain and come back for a rematch, because quite frankly, I don't think he wants
going on
anymore.
here. Uh-oh.
Oh, here
Shades of
comes-
prison. Up.
Oh! Big kick by Oh, and he looks like he's upset. He meant to kick Dr. Heresey. And what's going on? 2, 3. You gotta be kidding me!
Got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Brand new TV champion in Dr. Heresey, and that's what I was telling you, Axis. That's why you don't do that. You never know. It wasn't him that came back and lost the match. Outside forces caused him to lose the match. But nonetheless, he's a former TV champion, but he's laying the steel chair into everybody. Don Juan DeSanto,
See,
Dr.
that's how
Heresey.
you do it hardcore style.
This is what I'm talking about. You want to beat people up, do it after the match. We don't care. It's IPW. You expect it.
You do it before, after, and during the match. This is IPW hardcore.
I tell you what, it may be IPW hardcore. The Jeff Bradley may be a former hardcore champion, but he's also now a former television champion. Thanks to this guy. Here we go, the big stunner by Richie Rich. No! Oh, but he ducks the clothesline. Oh, big spear. I tell you what, people shouted that in your matches a couple of times, have they not?
Whatever.
I know, but you like to say you're not Goldberg, you're
That's
not
right.
said Fred.
I have more than 3 moves.
Look at that, a
Beautiful,
little
beautiful.
psychology reversal there as Don Juan DeSanto actually gets the stunner
Yeah.
on Richie Rich. And here you see the fine woman in the hat that I was talking about, along with her lovely little mistress there with her. And here you
What
see
is
Ross.
this?
I said no Rastaman on the show, but I was wrong. He wasn't scheduled to be on here, but he comes out for the save. I tell you what, fans, Dr.Heresey, he needs. I know you do. He trains you. I don't see how you can say that.
But he's only tried me on my head more than once.
That's true. All right, fans, we'll be right back in a moment.
Hey, this is Cal Edenputz from the Steel Cage on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
And you're watching IPW Hardcore Wrestling on UPN 44.
Yeah.
I drive up to our school, your friends all look so cool, hanging by the bleachers. Your friends all stop and stare at my spiky hair and at my punk rock t-shirt. You are the girl for me, only you can see me. Your eyes are not open, 'cause I am one of a kind, and you'll never find a guy who will love you more. I see you in the hall, I trip and then I fall, and you just stand there.
All right, fans, we're back here for our main event. I'm once again joined by one of the tag team champions, Nath Powell. And coming to the ring, we've met this guy many times. He's a former cruiserweight champion, former tag champion. He's Rod Steele. Here he comes, now back with 911 Incorporated, now back with Ron Nemi, Jet Jaguar. These two guys have a history. No love lost here, Nath Powell.
These two have cost each other the light heavyweight championship. Actually, now the cruiserweight championship, as IPW now refers to it as.
There you go, Rod Steele already complaining, trying to tell Star Stevens he was pulling his hair, and then said, I didn't see him pulling none of your hair. Get back in there, Miami Pound Machine.
Hey, that's almost as good as the Ron Nemi's impression.
Actually, it's nowhere near as good, but Ron Nemi's not here. I actually
Oh,
kinda
and
miss
Jet
him.
throws them out. Look, he just dishes them out.
And there you said, what was Mr. Peskin doing? He had a seat in the crowd. What are you? Are you a professional or are you a mark? If you want to be a manager, get up there and manage your guy. Oh, here he goes on the outside of the ring.
Oh, big plancha by
The owner of
Jet.
the WrestlePlex would not be happy. They're fighting in the crowd. But Jet Jaguar doing what he needs to do. If you make no mistake about it, this is Ron Nemi's IPW versus what Mr. Peskin calls the IPW professionals, the real IPW, if you will. So it adds even more heat to this feud between Jet Jaguar and the Miami Pound Machine, who just got his head pounded into the chair. And boom, there he goes. Gets his head pounded right into the steel turnbuckle. Well, that's not a turnbuckle. That's a
And
steel
it,
ring
oh,
post.
that would have killed him. That would have been over.
That might have killed him. I think normally we exaggerate when we said that, but that really might have. Oh, but there you see Jet Jaguar. He brought the chair into the mix. He can't complain as he takes it right across his head. And old school wrestling fans must be saying, hey, what happened to the 10 count outside the ring? And I say to you, new school hardcore wrestling happened. We don't have those anymore. They don't have many other federations when they can't think of a finish.
Hey, this is IPW. Look at these guys. These guys are going nuts in the crowd. Look at this. Was that a German suplex by the fan in the crowd? What's going on here?
I'm not sure,
These two
but,
guys are going nuts.
The fans seem to like having Jet Jaguar in his lap. And I tell you what, normally he's going up talking to the ladies and they don't like it very much. Maybe he found a new fan base in that group of guys at ringside.
Are we going to see a pile driver? What is going on? Any big pile driver on the outside? No, back.
No Coco Beware music here. No pile drivers on the outside floor.
Oh, right, rams his head right into the steel post
And
outside.
there you see, fans. I know you may be a bit confused. Ron Nemi got the restraining order put on him after this show at the WrestlePlex, IPW Reborn. He was here for this match. Unfortunately, not here to come do the recap commentary with me. Hopefully, we'll have him back next week. Not that we don't like you here, Naftali, but everybody loves Ron Nemi.
Big
nice
neck
breaker there by Rod Steele. I tell you what, you can't count this
Look
guy
at
out.
nonchalant cover.
Yeah, you would
We've
think
seen
this.
that many times in the past by Rod Steele.
Yeah, we've seen him by you too, Naftali. I don't care how many times I'm on here. I'll never understand why you guys, like I said in the last match, don't just get the match over with and then beat the hell out of the guy. It's a lot more fun anyways. You're breaking the rules at that point.
Hey, we're wrongful death.
Oh, what in the world was that
We're tag
supposed
team
to be?
champions for a reason, Aaron.
Yes, you are. It's because you interfered in the match between Quickie Mark and the independent superstar of the world, York and Matthews.
Big right hand by Rod Steele. Yes, we did, and we won those tag titles, and we won them fair and square. And, oh! Big spine buster by Rod Steele. That was just sick.
That's reminiscent of D'Lo's low down maneuver, the sky high as he calls it. Always forget what Rod Steele calls it. That shouldn't surprise you. I forget everybody's finishing maneuver, but Ron Nemi's not here to come up with a funny name for me this week, so we'll just have to continue with the match.
That's right. I will be glad when Ron gets back here because he did beat me 3 times in a row. Oh, wow.
You never lost to Ron Nemi.
I don't know what's going on anymore. He has me convinced.
He's got you believing.
He's going up for Yahtzee, I believe.
Yes, he does. It's his form of the frog splash, but he's not going to able to hit it with Rod Steele
Rod Steele's getting up.
Jet Jaguar, he's a small guy, and he can move around the ring, but not that much of a high flyer, but he's going for a risk.
There it is, Yahtzee. It's over.
I'm not sure exactly how that happened. 1, 2, no, not quite. Kind of a slow count there by Star Stevens. He must have a contact buzz from Rostaman being in the ring the last match.
Either that or he's still stunned by those young ladies there. The one with the hat is you nicely clear, even though I still did not see one of them. They even had hits.
She had a hat like one of my favorite old movie stars, Savannah, who unfortunately is no longer with us. And Rod Steele may no longer be with us if he keeps taking those elbow shots to the gut.
Elbows, that's a shoulder, Aaron. He's going to put them all the way through to the post.
I'm sorry, that is Jet Jaguar's shoulder. I'm used to most of our wrestlers having slightly bigger shoulders than that. But hey, Jet Jaguar is a 5-time IPW Light Heavyweight Champion. So it obviously works
the
for him.
super duper flex.
What I want to know is, what is Mr. Peskin doing on the outside of the ring? He's supposed to be there to help these guys. He says he's going to help their career, and he's standing there in a Shannon Rose sweater just looking stupid.
1, 2, nobody kicks up in the super duper flex.
What's he doing? Oh, foot on the rope. Good thing we got
rope.
the camera shot there at the last second, or I would have been stunned, stupefied. I wouldn't have known what to say.
We would have ended up calling the match early like we did last time, Aaron.
Oh yeah, that was a cluster and a half if I ever saw one. But that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their mistakes. Even
it's the claw.
Oh, here we go. A tribute to the Von Erichs, if you will. He loves that old Texas world-class wrestling.
Speaking of, look, you asked where Peskin was. There he is. You know
him
him and
he
his.
didn't come in very manly with that chair. I think he's been hanging around Snow and Shannon Rose every day. Oh, here comes Ron Nemi. He's like, if you're gonna wear a sweater, make it sleeveless to show off my big arms. Oh, here we go.
Powerbomb, pile driver. What's going on? Big pile driver.
Big pile driver. Jerry Lawler would be proud.
Are you sure about that? No. Jet needs to pull him away from the ropes. His leg is on.
You can't even cover him when he's in the rope, Jet. You're smarter than that.
These guys are tired. They've been going at it for a long time here. Jet going back up to the top.
I tell you what, fans, I want to remind you one more time as Jet Jaguar goes to the top rope. If you want to see the whole matches in their entirety, you've got to come see us in person so you can see more moves like this one. Oh! We heard that Ron almost broke his neck there in the process. But as I was saying, fans, the double shot in March 29th, right here at the Florida WrestlePlex, and the Return of the Madness, Saturday, March 30th, 8 p.m. bell time in Crystal River. That's going to be one wild and crazy weekend. The Filthy Swine Jet Jaguar in his element indeed.
You know what? That's why they call that move a high-risk maneuver, because you can go for you or against you. In that case, I think it went both ways.
Yeah, I think it was a draw, a push, whatever you want to call it. Not the kind of push you usually talk about in wrestling, but all you gambling-aholics know what I'm talking about. Oh, and there's a steel chair. He's taken it to the head of several competitors here in IPW, and I'm sure many of them don't like to see that happen to Jet Jaguar, and many people hoping that he'll get his own here. I tell you, Jet Jaguar already out in his feet, and Shades of Rock hitting Mankind.
There it is.
In the IPW match.
The South Beach Slam right there.
There's the
1, 2. Oh, was it
what
3?
was that? Was that a 3 count? Oh, I guess so. Shannon Rose is talking. Star Stevens calls for the bell. Fans, that's your 3 count. You winner this match and a big, big win for the IPW professionals. The Miami Time Machine, Rod Steele.
Who is this?
Oh, who do you think it is? It's Mr. TV Man, Devin Nash.
Looks like he's a little bit of revenge.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Rod Steele hit him several times on the steel chair, and now he's finally getting his, and he's going after Mr. Peskin as well. Devin Nash has a strange ally in Ron Nemi in these wars, and he's just beating the heck out of one Rod Steele.
This is not look good.
It's almost time for the closing. What do you have to say?
I have to say,
I'm sorry, Naftali, you're not Ron Nemi. All right, fans, we hope you enjoyed that great action this week on IPW Weekly Recap. First of all, I want to thank my guest commentators, one half of the Tag Team Champions, Wrongful Death, Naftali, and the current IPW Hardcore Champion, Axis. They both did a great job. Whether they'll be back next week or not, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll have Ron Nemi back here. Now, despite what some of you fans have heard, Ron Nemi really isn't here because of a restraining order by Mr. Peskin. It has nothing to do with him being afraid of the stools because of all the practical jokes we played on him in weeks past. Fans, I really hope you enjoyed today's show. I don't see how you couldn't have. New TV champion and Dr. Heresey going over the massive O.D.D. A big upset, but Dr. Heresey very big with the fans, and hopefully his title reign will be very successful. Also, a great debut for Short Bus going over in their tag team match. And of course, Rod Steele gets a big win for the professionals over Jet Jaguar, but Devin Nash finally gets his revenge, taking out Rod Steele after the sneak attacks by Rod Steele have come up on Devin so many times in the past. Fans, don't forget, we've got our double shot coming up in March 29th, right here at the WrestlePlex. Jersey All-Pro stars coming in, and Return of the Madness, Saturday, March the 30th, in Crystal River. I'm telling you, fans, you think we're crazy here, you've got to go check us out in Crystal River. That's where it gets really insane. And fans, one more big announcement. Rage in the Cage is returning to IPW in April, and we're going to have the return of the madman from Sudan, Abdul the Butcher. Stay tuned for that, right here on Weekly Recap.